2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Markelle Fultz. He's out there with Donovan Mitchell. Robinson is out there with Porter. And it's Andrews in at the power forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Doncic. Towns is out there with Junior. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Durant in at the 3. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. Goes up, and Junior throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
The pass to Andrews. Doncic against Mitchell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Fultz against Russell. Here's Andrews. Kicks it out to Mitchell. No good with the triple. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that doing a good job defending the perimeter would get everything else going. He said, if we can get them off their spots and make them do things they're not used to, we'll have a very good chance. See if they can execute that strategy, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Porter. There's the 3. Lewis grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Doncic trying to get open.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Fultz against Russell. Mitchell outside. Launches it. A rebound by the Timberwolves. To keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Porter looking it over. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Mitchell outside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Lewis attacking, and Junior throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Jazz trail by 9. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
Doncic passes to Russell. Lewis, right side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lewis has got 18 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Fultz finds Mitchell. Puts up a 3. No good. Timberwolves go the other way with it, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Hart, he's checked in for Minnesota. Morris comes in for Russell, and the Jazz making a change here. Jazz trail by 11. Murphy with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Clarkson. A floater. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And it's blocked, and he gets it back. Outside for Lewis. A second chance effort. Rebounded by the Jazz. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Just 5 on the clock. Chandler with the ball. Now defended by Junior. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good. Robinson. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Cassell. Fultz is out there with Porter. Then it's Robinson, and it's Andrews in at the small forward position. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Minnesota with the ball. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Doncic against Porter. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Mavericks, was all business. He added 37 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Porter, no luck.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Lewis attacking, and Towns throws it down.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Andrews passes to Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here's Fultz. 17 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. And it's Fultz with the ball for Utah, trailing by 10. Here's Cassell. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Cassell's got his second bucket of the night.
And Fultz is a solid distributor, good at finding ways to get his guys involved.
Lewis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Timberwolves look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Here's Mitchell. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Minnesota leading by 7. Lewis, left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lewis has got 23 points.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
On the wing, Porter sinks the triple.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Lewis kicks to Doncic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Cassell, the pass to Porter. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He can't hit that time. Doncic passes to Lewis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. About that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Porter.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Timberwolves now. Towns dishes to Russell. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly and misses it off the right side of the rim. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Durant. Junior's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Back to Doncic. He gets that one.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Jazz trail by 6. Mitchell looking it over. Robinson kicks to Fultz. Doncic against Mitchell. The 15-footer. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Timberwolves gave us some information. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Jabari Parker comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Morris subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 8-point game.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Clarkson finds Chandler. And it's blocked by Lewis. Here's Durant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead. For Utah, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Outside Murphy, but he recovers it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Casale is checked in for the Jazz. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Chandler. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
From there, Mitchell's a legitimate scoring threat. Has a mix of creative finishes once he gets near the rim.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Jazz trail by 10. Mitchell outside. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break. Parker with a clean look and a miss there on the triple.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Mitchell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minnesota leading by 7. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. Mitchell outside. Pass to Chandler for the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. From the left block, Lewis kicks to McDaniel. Back to Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jazz trail by 9. Now Clarkson, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shoots the 3. Lewis grabs the board for Minnesota. They've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And the pass to Clarkson. Here's Cassell. Lets it go from 14. And that's good for 2. Cassell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lewis attacking. And Junior throws it down hard.
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Kevin Porter's checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 12. Cassell the pass to Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Mitchell Robinson, and it's Andrews in at power forward. Forbes dishes to Holiday. Floats one, and that one's good. Andrews.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Lewis attacking. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. And the 3-ball is good. Ennis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Andrews. Here's Murphy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Free throw drops for Murphy. And so Murphy hits them both. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. That one misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Jazz now. Yep, that one goes.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Inside, Murphy with the steal. Jumps up, and Chandler throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
So both teams making some changes here. The free throw drops for Lewis. Here's Fultz. On the wing, Chandler. Offensive rebound, Robinson. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Parker against Fultz. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lewis attacking. Chandler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Russell. Lobbed up there for Durant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the inside, here's Mitchell.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Lamb, he's checked in for Fultz.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Utah shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pulls it from the elbow. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Good on the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Mitchell outside. Out to Lamb. On the wing, Chandler. Here's Robinson. That shot is off. Good D by Parker. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
No good on the free throw. Minnesota making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Parker, and Doncic is subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Cassell is checked in for the Jazz. Markelle Fultz comes in for Lamb. Pass to Fultz. Porter with it. To the middle. Here's Cassell. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Porter, and it's blocked by Lewis. And here's Doncic from the arc. Here's Towns. Lewis passes to Doncic. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Utah with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Here's Mitchell, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Hart, he's checked in for Durant. James Ennis comes in for Luka Doncic. And Monte Morris subbed in for Russell. Lamb against Morris. The Jazz again can't hit it. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. With the putback.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Lamb against Lewis. No good from Lamb.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Lewis passes to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Lamb. Pass to Cassell. To stop the run. Nice jump shot. Good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Junior.
An all-around dominant performance. Only certain guys can do this. Complete control, 3 phases of the game. Congrats, a triple-double.
Harrison's checked in for Minnesota. And a switcher also for Utah. Robinson's checked in.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Outside, Lamb. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
That's good from Chandler. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Harrison, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Impressive job by the players
coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Outside, Lamb. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chandler, no good. Lewis on the wing. Over Chandler. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really